Oh, I can't stop a banging jam. Alrighty then, here we go. We are back on the Mana Symbol channel. Play some Modern with a little bit of black-green lantern control submitted to me on YouTube by a wonderful human being who watched my lantern control video and thought that I would be interested in this build that they have. I took a look at it and it looks okie dokie. I do have some concerns, which we'll go into in a moment, but we are using the titular card Lantern of Insight, which says, 1 mana artifact, players play with the top cards of their libraries revealed, tap, sacrifice, Lantern of Insight, target player shuffles their library. So what we're going to do with this is pair it up with cards like Pyxis of Pandemonium, Codex Shredder, and Ghoulcaller's Bell. And the point of this is we get to control what our opponent or ourselves are going to draw each turn. Since we can see the top card of each person's library, we're going to mill those cards to control what people can have access to over the course of the game. And then we're going to use pieces like Ensnaring Bridge to keep us safe from creature beatdown. We've got Grafdigger's Cage as a one-of in order to prevent us from getting shanked by opposing graveyard cards. We've got 2 copies of Pithing Needle that can shut down activated abilities that might otherwise give us some problems. We've got 3 Assassin's Trophy. We can use this to destroy any kind of permanent. We've got some Ghost Quarters in the mana base, and then because we're playing black-green, we've got 4 Inquisition of Kozilek, 2 Thoughtseize, and 2 Surgical Extraction, and we're playing 4 of Ancient Stirrings. So a lot of the Lantern control decks before were playing blue in some way in order to have access to the card Whir of Invention. So was Whir Prison, which was the sort of spiritual successor that was occasionally better positioned in the meta than Lantern control was. This deck gets access to Scheming Symmetry, which is a very crazy card from M20. This says, choose 2 target players. In this case, myself and my opponent will always be chosen. Each of them searches their library for a card, then shuffles their library and puts that card on top, which we can immediately mill off of their library. So we get a 1 mana Vampiric Tutor, except we don't have to lose the life, and our opponent gets nothing. We just mill it off the top of their library. It's definitely interesting. It definitely helps us put things together. I guess this means that the one-of main deck Grafdigger's Cage makes some more sense, and the Pithing Needles do too, as well as our ability to dig in 5 cards deep with Ancient Stirrings to look for any of our artifacts. We also have Simian Spirit Guides. Mostly what I'm assuming they're here for is to get a Bridge or a Ghirapur Aether Grid out more quickly. And Ghirapur Aether Grid functions as a sort of backup win condition to our mill plan. No main deck Welding Jar, says Pygonti. I agree it is somewhat questionable, but I will say the number of decks that are packing main deck answers for Ensnaring Bridge are few and far between. So this is the first time I've played a Lantern control list that has not had any blue in it, and there was a small period where I remember there was a Lantern control list that was Abzan, and it was playing Kaya, Orzhov Usurper, which might be worth looking into in this metagame, but we'll see if we feel like we're wanting anything. I'm just going to run this basically as is. I made one tiny tweak to the sideboard, which was there were only 3 Leyline of Sanctities and 2 Abrupt Decays before, so I cut 1 Abrupt Decay for the 4th Leyline. I think if we're going to board into Leylines against, I think, Burn and Jund, I really want to have 4 of them there. So we're going to see how this goes. I have no idea, but certainly excited to give this one a run, and it seems reasonably well put together, and we'll see if we have any feelings after the fact. We do have 18 lands, and for some reason there's 2 Ghost Quarters in here. I assume that's partially to break up Tron, because green Tron was one of the worst possible matchups for the previous iterations of Lantern Control, and we're not really set up in a way to get to 4 mana to cast Karn, the Great Creator, to lock down their artifacts or anything like that. So it'll be interesting to see how we feel at the end of this. and see what cards have particular impact. Tron has been everywhere today. Well, that'll be really bad for us if that's true, because both Green Tron and E-Tron should be pretty medium minus matchups for us. And I'm not really sure how the rest of the modern spread works. I think we might be okay against some of the control decks, but then again, Cryptic Command is usually a pain in the ass. But then again, we're not playing Whir Prison, we're playing Tron. There was a lot in the challenge at least. Okay. I spent most of my day thinking that I would be going to work and then napping when I didn't. I'm going to keep this down. I've seen a lot of ad nauseam recently in leagues. I don't know what that's all about. It's Ryan the Duncan. More Bluetron lately too. Bluetron's had a serious resurgence. There's been multiple different Bluetron lists that have been doing well, and Trellin's stream has been exploding. Our opponents just mulled to 3, so I assume they're on Dredge. Is this identical to user-submitted list, or have you made any changes? I made exactly one change, which I described during my deck breakdown, which was I switched out one card in the sideboard, which was the second Abrupt Decay became the 4th Leyline. Okay, so I think this turn we're going to play Bauble, Ancient Stirrings. No, we're against Dredge. So Inquisitioning them with 2 cards in hand is kind of a double-edged sword here. So I think I'm going to go play Bauble, and Ancient Stirrings and see what I can find. We can't... Yeah, Ad Nauseam is super cheap. But you know what's way cheaper than buying Ad Nauseam online, which is like 150 tickets? Getting 3 months of rental service and paying for it with the fact that you can farm enough tickets. Do you think Maze Mind Tome has a place in this deck? No, probably not. I mean, it could. I'm not sure. It's possible. I'd be willing to entertain it. I feel like that would be more interesting for... Holy crap, we hit. I feel like that would be more interesting for, what's it called? Whir Prison. But potentially not. Dredge has to be a terrible matchup for Lantern. Well, yes and no. Have you considered Mox Opal? I did. I just didn't think we had the artifact density for Mox Opal, but maybe I'm wrong. They conceded before they let me know what they were on. They're on Dredge. This is the only conceivable answer. I mean, I'm going to board as if they're on Dredge, and if it's like a Black-Red Prowess or something that just had the most god-awful set of draws, then we're going to just eat the game too. So we've got Surgical, we've got another Grafdigger's Cage. Let's bring in the Welding Jars, potentially. I think that's it. That's it. And I don't think I want Ghirapur or Aether Grid here. I think milling them out probably is a very reasonable plan. Pithing Needle's pretty awful against them, I think. Because it only really hits the... OP is on life tilt now that you hit Cage. Yeah, it seems like they might be. I think it's possible that Pithing Needle on Treecorn could be okay, but I don't think it's... Aether Grid hits an Arco and Silver Smoke. I don't know if that's any good. I don't think that it is. I think just getting a bridge down is going to be the most important. Boarding out Needle and boarding in Surgical. A strong chance they're Dredge. Yeah, there's a huge chance they're Dredge. Perhaps no board. The way we're boarding, if they're a mid-range deck and not Dredge, we might regret it. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine in that respect. Maybe we'll just board out a Thoughtseize. I'm going to board out the second Thoughtseize and just get the Ghirapur Aether Grid back in. But turn 1 discard can really mess them up. Can. Not that it will, but it can. I don't know. Let's try this out. They mulled aggressively and scooped a Cage. Well, we don't know that they scooped a Cage, but yeah, they probably scooped a Cage. They scooped to Cage, and then the fact that we went looking for more information. Shenanigans. Yeah. Well, we do have... This is sketchy, but I hope it pans out. I really don't think it's sketchy. I think it's Dredge. There's been plenty of people playing Dredge recently. Okay, this hand is not good enough. The Simian Spirit Guide, if that was a land that produced black or green, I think I'd be okay here, but I gotta ship that. This is better. It's not great, but it's better. I have stuff to do for the first couple turns, but I feel like milling them like this against Dredge is not going to be good, so let's go to 5. This is the best hand we've seen so far. So we keep this. We probably go down on Trophy and down on Ghoulcaller's Bell. And no, hold on. I want to keep the Ghoulcaller's Bell because it lets me keep my Glimmervoid. Yeah, this is an acceptable 5. There's your black or green source now. Yeah. So we're just going to hit them with turn 1 Inquisition and get the lay of the land here and see what kind of game we're about to be playing. We can also surgical them right off the bat. I forgot how unbelievably bad many cards in Lantern are. Oh, yeah! One card that I usually put on the bottom. SSG seems medium. Yeah. I figured it out. Double Cathartic Reunion. All right. Well, that's a whole thing. However, if I take... So we can hit one of the Cathartics and then surgical the other one, but then they get to cast Loam. Or we can hit one Cathartic and then when they cast the Cathartic next turn, we surgical their Loams. It's not like the best surgical that's ever been, but through surgical Cathartic. It's certainly a potential. But I have to put both my eggs in the same basket for that. Surgical Loam seems better. Yeah, I think so. I guess if I go surgical on Loam, they just ditch one Cathartic and the Prized Amalgam. But it actually doesn't matter which order I do this, because the end result will basically be the same. So let's take the Cathartic and make them think they get to do stuff. Take Cathartic and then surgical Loam. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. That's the plan. Okay, so we don't know that they drew anything different from what we saw before. I hope we make their draw step the worst they've ever seen. We'll see. We'll see. Let me get my little screenshot tool ready to go. Remember, folks, take a picture. It lasts longer. Opponent's hand is currently Sacred Foundry. Love that. Shoot. There we go. That's why I take smaller pictures usually. Okay. You may now draw your 3. Yield until... let's find out what one of their cards is. It's high-tech, bro. Lol. Come on. I want to be the very best. This is Weird Dredge. They're playing Silver Smote, but only 2. 4 Creeping Chills, Ox, 2 Conflags, 2 Oxes, 2 Nature's Claim. Okay, so they drew 3 unknowns here. Yikes. Let's Inquisition first, see if they have a anything scary going. Fuck. They have green mana? They do. So this means I just can't play my Ghoulcaller's Bell, because they'll just destroy it. And then that'll strip mine me. Yeah, this is not great. And I take the Silver Smoke Ghoul, because otherwise they'll just cast it this turn, but putting in their graveyard when they have a Creeping Chill in hand is not the best. That said, they have nothing dredging, so like... They're playing the crappy middle-of-the-road version. I agree. They trimmed Silver Smoke's post board, most likely. Yeah, I guess so. Why didn't you surgical on their draw step, by the way? I didn't want to surgical the Cathartic Reunion that they'd be able to play anyway. I guess. If you need an answer. Really wanted to take the grudge, to be honest. I'd have taken the grudge. Oh, they can play it and flashback it because I didn't take it. Yep. I just, for some reason, my brain did it dumb. Yep. I'm gonna lose my life. Yeah. I understand. I just, for some reason, my brain said like, oh, you can only play one half of Ancient Grudge ever. So if you play it as a spell, which I've never seen Dredge do, then you can't. I missed the mill there. If you play it as a spell, then you can't flash it back. Or if you flash it, like obviously if you flash it back, you can't play it as a spell. But for some reason, my brain was just like, this makes sense. It's fine. We'll just find a bridge and we'll win anyway. I don't think they're doing anything until they get their 4th land and then they creeping chill me. We got some hot modern action going here is what's going on. You guys excited for the rest of this game? Oh, there's a Welding Jar. Thank goodness. Thank goodness that I cast those artifacts on the previous turn rather than just waiting more. Chill into silver into amalgam. Agreed. Cast it from hand once, it felt weird. Agreed. I'm contractually obligated to inform you that you're a potato. I accept my status. Accept my potato status. Jesus Christ. Immediately mills creeping chill. Yikes. Did we take Cathartic Reunion with our first hand disruption spell? Yes, we did. But I would have rather surgicaled their loams than... Okay. Well, I can't... There's a prized amalgam coming back, and so if I Scheming Symmetry now for bridge, I won't be able to cast it yet. So I guess if I Scheming Symmetry for anything right now, it would be... We did not take Loam with Surgical. If we had taken Loam with Surgical, we would have upkeep Surgical them. Symmetry seems super awkward in this matchup. I think it might be, yes. So I don't think we're playing it this turn, unfortunately, and I don't think we can win this game from this point. We're just too far down on resources because I fucked up against the Ancient Grudge. I forgot Ancient Grudge has the potential to destroy spells. It's just always in their graveyard, and for some reason my brain just shut down completely. And there's an Ox. Yeah, let's GG go next. Shame concession here from me. So our opponent got a freebie in game 1. Or we got a freebie in game 1, our opponent gets a freebie in game 2, basically. That's fine. Okay. This all seems good. Yeah. Let's look at their deck before I make a final decision. But yeah, this seems fine. You're lulling them into a false sense of security. That's the plan, miniature catfish. We got some new sounds on my soundboard for tonight, so that'll be exciting when we have moments. If we didn't take Loam with Surgical, then I definitely don't understand why you let them cast the Cathartic, though I understand now is probably not the best time to discuss it, so I'll bring it up later on Facebook. Well, so if I take the Cathartic and I draw step Surgical them, then they have the Loam in their hand, which they can then play and then start dredging. It is possible that when you work it out all the way to that extreme, that is the incorrect choice. But the choice that I made was to put one Cathartic in their graveyard so that their play pattern would be play the other Cathartic, discard Loam, and then before it resolves, I Surgical the Loam so they don't get to dredge at all. They put 3 cards in their hand with no option to dredge. We did Surgical the Loam. We absolutely Surgical the Loam, but we Inquisition one of the Cathartics. Oh, thank you, miniature catfish. Well, I'm glad I'm getting out there. Okay, so this hand's a banger. This hand's a banger. This hand is absolutely nuts. Sorry. No. Appearance is it's. I mean, I guessed it. I don't. Yeah, it's a vocal appearance. I mean, voice-ints. Audio-ints. I like that. All right, let's hit him with the good stuff. Is this live or pre-recorded? All right. So Shriekhorn or Merchant here. Merchant gets them a guaranteed dredge 3. Shriekhorn gets them a guaranteed dredge, or mill 6. Sorry, I mean, yeah, dredge 3 versus mill 6. So, I think we're putting Shriekhorn. Yeah. I'll just pass the turn for now because without an artifact in play, my Spire doesn't tap for colors. No, appearance is acceptable. AL678. This is live. Twitch, we go live, and on YouTube, we are pre-recorded. Chat is filled with paid actors. Change my mind. Well, it's just amazing. You could assume that I could pay them. Good old Scrybug. Love the Scrybug. It's okay. We have an Ensnaring Bridge in hand and a reasonable shot at casting it this game. Mills double Conflag. Okay. Not playing that yet. Let's go Thoughtseize. Wish I got paid to chat. Exactly. Okay, so Merchant or Creeping Chill. Wow. They don't have a lot of lands going on. So basically this turn they're going to go upkeep, mill, and then they're going to cast their Loam. And I'm not worried about them casting Silver Smoke Ghoul soon, and I'm not worried about them casting the Creep and Chill soon, so I think Merchant's going to bite it. Easy Merchant. Thanks, Pi. I don't want to cast the Scheming Symmetry yet, but I probably should if I'm going to cast it ever. Problem is, like, it only gets me, like, Grafdigger's Cage. I'm glad you're playing Constructed and not that Double Master stuff. I mean, it looks fun, but Limited is such a crapshoot, and I respect anyone who wants to play it, but I don't know. Get the Scheming Symmetry Bauble combo. I guess. Yeah, I guess I could have done that for Surgical. Or Grafdigger's Cage. There's the Loam. All right. Okay. Yeah, so we get Bridge this turn, and then we can Bauble. That's a good draw. We can Bauble up next turn. I guess we might want to Scheming Symmetry for Surgical, but hold on to it in case they flip a Creeping Chill. Oh, not a Creeping Chill. I'm looking at Creeping Chill happening right now. In case they flip the Ancient Grudge, or maybe we just get the Welding Jar. We do eventually need to deal with this Conflagrates, so I guess... Oh, Grafdigger's Cage deals with everything faster. The problem is the way to get to it is kind of awkward. Like, it doesn't work out like the other lines that we were... Yikes! Ow. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, great. Good timing. Thank you, deck. Okay. Well, we have the Surgical now. So we're going to go cast Scheming Symmetry, put Grafdigger's Cage on top. I'm pretty sure. You and you. And then... Because they just went to 0 cards in hand. So from that point, we should actually be pretty okay. Because what they're going to do now is like Dredge Loam, cast Loam, which is not a big deal. Unless they like Dredge an Ox and get really lucky. No problem, my friend. No problem. Again, I encourage you to just share your opinions here unless you think you can't reasonably express them in like one go or anything like that. Like if you just go for it, man. I'm good. Oh, cool. Okay, and I think once we get the Cage into play, we just need to surgical. But son of a bitch! Wait, what are you doing? Why did well, I'll take it.
Compadres, it is imperative
I'm going to share someone
crush
else's
the freedom
opinion
fighters
instead.
before the
Holy
start of the
shit!
rainy season. And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Sorry, I apologize for that exclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the chat the winner of today's Legacy Challenge, the one and only Strifo. Chase, I'm a big fan. That's it. That's enough. I don't need to go off on it. I don't need to fanboy any harder than that. I hope that's acceptable. He's not in chat. That's fine. I'm sure he will be at some point. All right, so we just surgical Creeping Chill now, and I think we're golden unless they top deck an Ancient Grudge. So I think that's like the only or Nature's Claim. So let's look at their list that I took a picture of, because I think they got the Nature's Claim and they have the Ancient Grudge. They've already used a Grudge, and if they mill one over, they can't. So I think we just have to take the Creeping Chills at this point and pray. But if we are going to do that, let's draw step it. Maybe we hit one that they pick up. Okay, cool. Did they have Force of Vigor? I don't think so. No Force. That was last game, to be fair. So, yeah. All right, well, we get to take a new picture here anyway. Excuse me. Okay, so one Nature's Claim, one Ancient Grudge. That's it. I'm not missing anything. Nope. Cool. Okay. Let's quote unquote play Magic. I guess I can start milling them now. Oh, it was in their hand. I covered it up. It was Wooded Foothills and nothing. Fuck, I covered it up. Oh well. Someone go back in time. Check the stream. So we are going to mill them because any advantage or disadvantage of leaving Chill in Grave. In mill, we can leave it to increase card count for visions. I don't think so. Ripping this Welding Jar means we basically won the game. So I'm going to go save targets, mill them. And, oh, we put an Archimedes into play. That's cool. We have 0 cards in hand. Oh, wait, we didn't because there's a Cage. Lol. Yeah, I don't think our list has a good reason to leave Chill in a graveyard. If this was pre-recorded, you could go back in time. See? We should have pre-recorded it. Sure. Actually, they don't. They will never have a 1 power creature in play, so what are we milling? Boop. Hopperline Gorge, sure. If we do hit a 5th mana, we can save the Codex Shredder to pick up a Welding Jar at some point. Or Surgical, I guess. But I don't think that that's a thing that can happen from here. Merchant? Could be. Mill us? What do we want to mill us for? Did they chose to dredge? Oh, they're picking up Loam, because Loam draws them more cards, I guess. Show the deck again, please, on it. This is what they were working with. So we just need to avoid this and this. That's it. Fails to find on their fetch land. That's awesome. This game is over. They don't have a blast zone. No, they don't. There we go. Now we're cooking with propane. Alright. Opponent's library. My library has a surgical. Love it. Alright. They do have a loam that they're probably going to grab here. But again, they have no... Like, when them dredging is really good for me. OP has to claim and grudge the cage. Yeah. But, like... It's just like a 1 in a million shot for them to do it now, and they can't, like, they realistically can't dredge anymore, but they can't not dredge anymore. Because if they dredge, they might mill over their nature's claim, but if they don't dredge, yeah, if they flip either, they die, exactly. Okay. I mean, you might think that this card is stuck in my hand, but it's not. That's fine. Okay, one of the nature's claims is in their graveyard, so I can hit that now, too. So let's cast this. Sure. Cast this. And this game is over because now they can't get through my shit. Game over, man. Game over. Ancient Grudge still in there. Wait, I need my quote.
It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer. Oh!
They milled their Ancient Grudge. No, they picked it up? Was that literally just them drawing it? Alright, that's fine. I'm pretty sure they just picked up their Ancient Grudge, which is fine. Yeah, what are you destroying? Bridge? Sure. Enjoy. Good job, friend. Prayer? Yeah. Prayer! We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas. Bloop. I have 2 bridges. Like, I love that. I have 2. I don't even fucking need it. Alright, let's mill them. All over, people. He reminds me a little bit of Roger's voice from American Dad. But, like, when he does, like, the fluttery, like, nervous voice where he's like, oh, yeah, well, then, just gonna move on with my day. Ray Parker Jr., everybody. Ray Parker Jr. All right, we're busting along. Love it. Love Lantern. Love Magic. Thank you, whoever sent me this list. Let me go get their name because that's worth highlighting. Person's name is Alfonso de Leon. Alfonso de Leon. All right, hands banger. Let's go. Let's go. They were on the cooler deck, Crabvine, and then they could aim all their mill at us. Crabvine is cooler, but I don't think it's very... Crabvine is definitely pretty okay. Yeah, the only problem with Crabvine is it fizzles like a bunch. But that's fine. Fizzling is... There's a reason nobody's playing Neobrand right now. Is like the consistency's not that great, and then you just lose to Force of Negation, and everyone loves Sharkblade. I do. I fucking love Sharkblade. Okay, we're gonna play black-green land and then Ancient Stirrings, and our opponent's going to be incredibly confused. I don't need more lands. Not at the moment. I mean, maybe later, but double Bauble seems okay. We've got another Ancient Stirrings anyway, so... Okay, any order of these... We'll play a Bauble. They don't know that it's not the one I started with. Question is, do I want to fire off the second Bauble here in case of, like, a Thoughtseize? Nah. I'll take affectionate deck names in Modern. Crabvine equals the Taco Bell experience. That's right. Explosive and inconsistent. Yo, I know I'm late, but great cast with Faithless Brewing. I just listened to it on the way to work. Well, thank you so much. I put in as much work as I can whenever I have the wonderful opportunity to work with those folks, and I'm glad people are appreciating it. Faithless Brewing is a fabulous pot. Okay, so Ensnaring Bridge against some variety of red prowess in game 1 is real good. The dilemma I have here is I don't want to hurt myself to cast the Surgical. And a Lantern isn't really doing that much for me other than being mana efficient. I'm assuming they're going to play a spell, Neobrand with Urian. I did see that. I saw that. Yeah, for anyone who hasn't listened to Faithless Brewing, they are an amazing podcast. Every week they choose a card to build around, and they'll talk about different ideas for it in Modern and Pioneer. Different deck lists, and then they'll test them, and then on the next episode you get the results of the previous week's episode and then a new card explored. So the card that I was helping them explore this week was Jolrael, while we were doing a recap on their work on Mazebind Tome, which I played a bunch of as well. Rip the 5-0 Dream. This matchup is atrocious. Well, we do have 4 ley lines out of the sideboard. And we can Nature's Claim our own shit to gain life. And we have Damping Spheres. So maybe. I get to Surgical their Lava Spikes here and see what's going on in their hand. So, you know, that ain't not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. I'll take it. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, that's an interesting point. There's no Fatal Pushes in our 75. Game 1 is a flop, it seems. Yeah, it could be. I mean, let's see how many Lava Spikes. Burst Lightning, Lava Dart, Mountain. All right. I would have hoped to hit the Lava Dart in their graveyard, but then again, there's a good chance that they would be smart enough to exile it in response. So next turn, so we just went to 13, and then next turn we're going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're going to go to 1 next turn, just based on known information. Unless we're able to Bauble and pick up one of our Assassin's Trophies. I guess that would be better. So let's see if we can do that. Never fear, we have the life gain land. We do not have the life gain land in this deck. There are 0 copies of... Okay, this is a good pickup. There are 0 copies of... Oh, what's it called? Inventors Unfair. 0 copies. Better fear then, yes, exactly. So that Bedlam Reveler is stranded. Now they only have a Lava Dart, so we're only going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage at maximum this turn. So we're actually kind of in good shape. And they're flooding. Now they'll be able to draw through that Fiery Islet, but like the maximum amount of damage they can do to me this turn is 9, and then they're stuck. There's 1 on your list. There is? Oh, shit. I thought we weren't playing Inventors Unfair. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there it is. Oh, we're playing Academy Ruins. Sorry, they haven't come up yet, so I just totally didn't notice that we are actually playing both of them. There's 1 in our list. Well, then we are, in fact, playing it. No, we're playing it. I just did. We're playing it. My bad. I do think the mana base in this deck is a little oddly chosen. For a 2-color deck, like I feel like we mulled an Inventors Fair versus Dredge. Inventors Fair. Oh yeah, I bet we did. Okay, well, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. All right, and we got a Codex Shredder on top, so we're gonna gain some Lantern control. So this turn we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go to 3, and they can't draw out yet, and they can't cast the Bedlam Reveler if they sack their land. So we actually might get there. This is I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm feeling it.
That's so ratchet.
do 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 beep 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 beep. All right, top card of my deck is another Codex Shredder. That's also sweet. Do we have Collective Brutalities on our sideboard? We do. Collective Brutality is not that good against their deck, but it's fine. Okay, so they have an instant speed draw available. So we're definitely letting them draw the mountain. Is it as good as Zach's memory for TV and music references? Probably not. Probably not. Crash through is fine. That doesn't get them anywhere. They can draw that if they like. Would you like to draw it now, opponent? No? Very well. So I can mill them, but then they could pick up a lightning bolt in response. So we're not going to do that. But a second mill rock is great. Pithing Needle will shut down the fiery islets. The future ones. I don't think they're going to shut down this one. So I definitely want them to draw this, so I'm not going to do anything. And we have 4 ways to manipulate the top of their library. They just hit a mountain. That's phenomenal. Yeah, fine. You may draw a card. Oh, look, a Swiss Spear. He quotes movies and TV shows when checking out at grocery stores. Oh, I do. I absolutely do. I absolutely do that. I know you were talking about your friend, but I'm just saying. We are lantern controlling. This is beautiful. I mean, we're at 3, so on the highway to the danger zone over here. And they'll be able to cast Bedlam Reveler with 1 more card in their graveyard, so that's not the best. I kind of want to mill this Pithing Needle, but I think shutting down their fire outlets is pretty good. I think it's okay. Yeah. Just draws 1x Inventors Fair. Yeah. There they go. Manamorphose on top. That's actually not the best. Pithing Needle. Now they're down to 4 and 2. This will take them to 4 and 3. So we do have to be a little bit cautious. We surgical, we just checked the thing. Oh, I didn't take a screenshot of their deck this time, which I really should have done, but I didn't, right? No, I didn't. Because I'm a nerd. Oh my god, I named Pithing Needle Pithing Needle. I was talking. Well, I'm glad this stream is a clear indication of how good I am at Magic the Gathering. This is 100% what you should expect when I'm streaming. Mill the Manamorphose? I don't think so. So they have to play full value for the light up the stage in their hand. Kiln Fiend is a fine draw. We're just going to take the chance that the next one is also okay. Yeah. They're on 1 mana. If they flip a bolt here, we're dead. Yeah, there's a fiery islet, so punished for missing with our Pithing Needle. We'll be able to surgical the Manamorphose. And that'll shuffle for them, so we're good here. I guess I can mill it end of turn and then surgical on my turn. Cast the Kiln Fiend, yeah, that's fine. Surgical Lutz? What? Light up the stage. Light up the stage. Yes, that is a plan. But they're going to have 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're going to be able to cast the Bedlam Reveler, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Sucks there's so many main deck answers in so many decks. I don't know that is necessarily true. They don't have any answers. They're just going to kill us, right? Like I don't think that's the same thing. All right, well, let's see how lucky we can get here. Okay, so this time we take a photo. Take a picture because it lasts longer. Their hand is, yeah, we need those things. Take a picture. Not in this deck. Yeah, I mean. Kind of like that. I'm nervous about what that might signal for MTG, though. Don't MTG best of 1 format. Yeah. Well, okay, so we've got Lava Darts that won't quite kill us. Lightning Bolt definitely will. Actually, there's 1 Burst Lightning, 1 Bone Crusher, and 4 Lightning Bolts. So if we get the chance Top of their library is Lightning Bolt. Milieu. Top of their library is Lightning Bolt. Milieu. Okay, so we're mostly through those. So they get to cast Bedlam Reveler this turn, and they get it to be cheaper, but we had to live with that. And then if we're able to surgical the Lightning Bolts, then we're in good shape. Dart kills us slowly. I'm just mean that one dart won't kill us. That's all I meant. Crash through. Yeah, you can draw Soulscar Mage. That's fine. I think I want to mill myself on my upkeep because drawing Blooming Marsh sounds pretty bad right now. This is a yikes. This is going to be a big mistake that actually really hurts. But they can draw a Fiery Islet. That's fine. The problem is... Okay, draw us 3 cards. I don't think there's any way for us to see what they were. Okay, play the Fiery Islet. Sure. Oh, they drew the 3rd Lightning Bolt. Just dead. Got it. They should be revealed in paper. Agreed. Still not... No, this is, yeah, game 1. We just lost to them ripping the 3rd Lightning Bolt. We're good. Do they not show up in the revealed zone? No, I don't think so. Because it doesn't show you what's revealed off the top of their library, right? Okay, so we will need Welding Jar. I think Leyline is pretty good here. And Abrupt Decay and Collective Brutality. I don't think Surgical's actually all that important if we have a Leyline, which we're planning on having. Grafdigger's Cage. The one in my main deck's probably not all that important as long as we actually get down. I'm very intimate with knowing cards are drawn individual exchanges of Mephistopheles player. Oh yeah. I think Thoughtseize out is fine. Scheming Symmetry is probably unnecessary. And maybe even just some number of Ancient Stirrings. I like these removal spells because they keep me alive. Collective Brutality, same deal. I think like an Ancient Stirrings and like the Ghirapur Aether Grid. Yeah, I think something like that. Is Sphere a thing? Yeah, I guess it should be. How is Aether Grid? I think Aether Grid's pretty useless here. I don't think this is very good in this deck at all, but it only hits face. Yeah, exactly. We don't need that. Aether Grid is meh. I think so too. I guess I kind of want the Damning Spheres. I just don't know what I can go down for them. I guess I don't need a Ghoulcaller's Bell. I can go down like a milling effect because I can find one if I these 2 cards just buy me the time to get where I want to go. Although drawing multiple ley lines in the mid game is going to be potentially really shitty, but then we have Collective Brutalities that we can discard them with. We can't Inquisition them out of our own hand, but Lancer just a fancy mill that claim. What do you want to claim? Claim our own shit to gain 4? I don't think it's worth it. I guess they could play Shrine of Burning Rage, but if we have Leyline, then we're golden. We actually can cast these. Yeah. What's up, obviously, Basura? Our own stuff. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it here. I think we'll just cut one. Claim seems better than Needle, I get. Oh, I'll just cut down a Needle, though. But I think I'm okay with having it 1 Needle. Needle was supposed to hit their Fiery Islets if I hadn't Needled Needle. Because I'm a fucking goon. I'm telling you, I was so exhausted today. I was so glad that work got called off because of rain. Alright. Hand's a banger. Hand is... We can't turn 1 Inquisition, but we can turn 1 Lantern, turn 2 Codex Shredder Inquisition. That's pretty good. I'll keep it. I just assumed SPEEV was an acronym for Stephen Berthold Evan 5th edition. That is incredibly obscure. Whatever the meaning of all of that vomited onto the page was, that was incredibly obscure. All right. Oh, we've got white, so maybe we'll be okay. Yeah, see, it doesn't put the cards on the top of their library into the revealed pile. Would have turn 1 Lantern even if we could play Inquisition? What? No, yeah, that's fair. I guess you get more information that way. Was Opal banned before Urza was printed? No. Do you not remember the deck? Do you not remember Urza Oko with Mox Opals? Oh, I guess I have to take 1 for my Inquisition now. Yeah, that was not the smart way to sequence this. My bad. I'm being a complete goon tonight. Okay, so they have... Jesus Christ. So, Shrine of Burning Rage is kind of slow here. If I hit my 4th land, it's basically not relevant. So let's take the Lightning Bolt. Play the bridge next turn. They can abrade it. Once we get the Leyline down, we're not going to take any more damage from spells. I have the Welding Jar on top for our next turn, though. Okay. This is kind of okay. They have double abrade. Oh, I should have taken one of the abrades. Yeah, I should have taken one of the abrades. I wasn't... There's too much fucking information going on right now in my... I'm just not keeping up well. I apologize to anyone who is unsatisfied with the level of play that they're observing. Yes, I understand we have Jar on top. I got there 2 seconds too late to make the decision. I only noticed the Jar once I'd cleared the screen of the fact that I was looking at their hand. So, it's all good. We'll be fine. Or we won't. I don't know. I'd play this on Moto. Yeah, it's fun. But it's not easy. Okay. So play the Glimmervoid. There's my next land anyway. I'd play this on Moto, not in paper. Yeah. So they are going to be able to abrade my bridge and then abrade my bridge. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be able to get through it. And we'll only be 1 land away from using Codex Shredder to regrow the bridge. So I think what they should do this turn is just push damage and go abrade into Lavadart, Flashback Lavadart, and just smash me. We'll see if they do it. I think they should. It'll be only 6 damage, though, which is really lackluster. Do that. Okay. Yeah. And then yield until next end step. Top card of their library is Monastery Swift Spear. I'm not really interested in milling that, because next turn they can play Abrade Swift Spear. Yeah, they're gonna do exactly what I said they should do. If their next turn is Abrade Swift Spear, like, do I even care? Like, obviously it's gonna be 4 damage, and then we just need to hit another land to get the Ensnaring Bridge down. So I think... Oh no, milling their Swift Spear is a good idea because it probably... Yeah, okay, that's perfect. What's their hand? Their hand is Monastery, Swift Spear, and Abrade. No, Abrade and... Mountain? Abrade and Unknown? I don't think it should be Unknown. I should know what it is, but I don't. So 1 white there, 1 white there. Cast the Leyline. It's Abrade and something. Abrade and something uncastable, I'm pretty sure. They have Lavadart on top, that's fine. Oh, Fiery Islet. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, they did have another Swift Spear. Okay. No, never mind. That's the trigger. Okay, so they're abrading. That's fine. Sure. No, their hand is a Lavadart. I'm pretty no, they already exiled the one. Sorry, I'm already failing to keep up with the amount of information I'm supposed to have. So if you're asking me about stuff that I clicked through or missed, I should have milled myself. No, I want the 5th land. Okay, that's fine. Oh, there's another bridge on top. Well, that's perfect. Their hand is mountain. Yeah, okay. So they can't lava dart me, so this is 2 damage, but they have to sack a land for it. So that's fine. So I think we're going to be there. And then once we have 5 mana, we'll probably use Codex Shredder to regrow Welding Jar, and we should be okay. I think they're done now because their hand is just Lava Dart and they can only draw Soulscar Mage, so we're good. We did it! We just gotta win game 3 now. We did it! Fucking despite my gratuitous attempts at failure. Did they just Lava Dart the Swiss Spear? That's cute. Like, they won't Lava Dart themselves. They have to. They won't. They won't face the indignity of having to ding themselves for one. This Shrine of Burning Rage is really gonna be huge. I don't think they will ever have a way to take a Leyline off the table, so it's kind of fun. Okay, we're just gonna draw this, and then we just pass the turn for the rest of the game, basically. Okay. Another Lava Dart. It's fine. Doesn't matter. We can't even be stuck. So I'm going to mill this Ghost Quarter because I don't need it. It doesn't really help me. Swamp. Not really interested in that. Another Lantern's fine. Another Codex Shredder is even better. Better with Shredder. Want to buy 1 Inventors Fair, please? Yo, I got one. Hit me up. I got it in a box right over there. They got light up the stage on top. Okay, we're definitely going to get rid of that. Not a fan. I can use one of my lanterns to have them shuffle if they want to draw a card. Although, I don't really know what they could light up at the stage into. I guess they could hit more Abrades, although they've already hit 2. I would like to draw one of my Surgicals, please. No, I'm boarded them out. Never mind. Never mind. We're good. We're good. So, with this extra Codex Shredder, maybe my turn is just going to be... No, I can't do both. Shit. Alright. They're choosing to do nothing. I like that, because this frees up my mill rocks. Actually, this is really good. I don't know why they didn't choose to draw that. I guess because they knew I was going to shuffle in response, but that seems a little bit sketchy. Hopefully next turn we get to... Okay, so let's mill their light up the stage. They'll probably draw in response. No? Okay. Yeah, you can have lightning bolt. It's all yours. Enjoy. Casts Lava Dart. Okay. I don't know what's happening.
Who goes out on Mondays?
That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. I mean, you say it's scary. OP is wasting our clock. I mean, only in the real life sense. My in-game clock is much, like, we're fine. Pyxis? Yes, please. More ways to deal with the top of their library. Love that. Just trying to run out of time? No, I know, but they're not, like, there's no way this is going to time. It's just not. It's not going to happen. Like, all I have to do is remove cards that are relevant. There's got another mountain on top. The problem is they keep having non-relevant cards on top. I'm willing to mill a Blooming Marsh right now. It's 3rd bridge. Love it. Take it. Yes, please. I'm in. I use our perfect info to F6 when they don't have redraws. Yeah, I understand. That's basically what I'm going to do. I love it when people try to clock me. What's up, Chase? Yeah, I'm trying to become a more proficient Magic player. I do know, like, the last time someone tried, like, actively to clock me, I won the game with, like, 4 seconds left, which was pretty fun. All right, I guess we can start milling them more aggressively because we have so many mill rocks in play. I mean, they have a redraw. So, like, they can pick up this Lightning Bolt, which just so doesn't matter. I have Assassin's Trophy on top. I guess I could shoot their Shrine. Or shoot their Fiery Islet and make them use it. I guess I'm just going to shoot their Fiery Islet and make them use it. They conceded. All right. Love it. Love it. We have game 3. I'm just not worried about it. Like, I think we set up our lock quickly enough, and then if I actually need to play exceedingly fast, then I can push myself a little quicker. I've actually been clocked twice. Both times were due to horrible lag. Yeah, that before I disabled animations, that's what I had happening, because my laptop is fine when I'm like just playing normally, but when I'm streaming, it chunks up a little bit sometimes. So that can make it a little awkward. I think I'm pretty happy with how we boarded. And they're not playing the Is It Prowess deck, so... Oh, good night, Pi. I know it's... what time is it? Like 4 a.m. for you? 3 a.m.? So get some sleep. 4 a.m. It should be 4 a.m. in Italy. Yeah. Sleep tight, buddy. Anyone who's not following Pi Gonti and wants some awesome tribal modern action, hit him up. Oh, Strifo, have you run into blue-white Eldrazi in Legacy? I was just playing a match off stream before I started, and I ran into blue-white Eldrazi, and I smoked them, but I was like, is this a deck? In game 1, they went, it's like Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal, the 2/1 Flying Eldrazi that gives you a spawn. It's like, what the... Eldrazi Sky Spawner, that's what it's called. Eldrazi Sky Spawner. I was confused and aroused. I did not know what to do with it. Some Eldrazi Winter tech. I remember like because I missed Eldrazi Winter, but people were telling me like blue-white Eldrazi. Your stream is more my style, no creatures at all. Well, I mean, I like creatures that like draw me a card. Any creature that draws me... Seriously? Why you gotta do me dirty like that? Leyline of Sanctity. Why you gotta be like that, huh? Do you like being like that? Is this what I'm supposed to infer here? Alright. I guess Codex Shredder is probably our best bet from here. I mean, obviously I have to hit 4 lands, but hitting 3 lands and getting the bridge down first is probably pretty important. Yikes. Lavadart? Yep. Always the nuts. Alright, so we're going to have to trophy one of these next turn. Which is going to suck a little bit. I wonder if Muldrift would be good in the Elementals deck. Probably not, but I feel like that deck needs a little more tutoring card draw. I think they... Oh, good draw. I think they have packages that have more than that. Relying on Reef is probably not great in the format as removal heavies. You say that, but the Reef combos with the Thunderkin Awakener and with the Vesper Lark. So as long as they're not shutting down your graveyard, you kind of... Holy shit. Well, I'm glad I have an answer for that. But we are going to 10, so not a huge fan. Reef slaps, agreed. Blood Moon format. Welcome to Modern. Welcome to Modern. Okay, so Pithing Needle on the Fiery Islet into Trophy is this turn. Next turn is Bridge. And then maybe we're okay. Oh, no. Shrine of Burning Rage. This is way more important right now because we don't have this ley line down and we're going to be real low. Maybe I should have just hit the Islet. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Let's rock and rumble. Either way. Manamorphose. You got it. Draw 1 card. Do you want to know the secret to always winning? Let me know. If it's the performance psychology thing of just like go with your instinct and then figure it out later if you made a mistake, then that much I know. But I feel like Magic is a very analytical game, and so a lot of the time it is correct to think about it in the moment. Like that's why we have a clock. And then if you're competing in something like a challenge, you want to have the level of mastery where you just can just holy shit. Stream of consciousness your way through it. This is gonna suck. Yep. The real secret is the almighty brushwag avatar. All right. I guess technically we're not dead here. No, we're dead here. I'm shame scooping that. So like, what the fucking mountain? Oh, this has been a day. Anyone can do it, but for some reason, so few people will do. Yeah, I like my Royal Scions avatar because that's the one that came with this account when I switched over to this screen name. Hold on a second. While we're queued, I'll be right back. All right. Edit the last play. No.
That's so ratchet.
That's what I have to say about that idea. Okay. Can I keep triple trophy in the dark? If we're against... Yeah, the Lutri Otter one is really good too. If we're against Tron, this hand is fire. I don't think I should keep this, but I really want to. I really, really want to. All right, we're going to mulligan, but I really want to keep that. This is much better. Ship the... I guess the Academy Ruins, and then we Inquisition into... Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Just OCV yourself. One character victory. I do not know what that is. Opponent leads on Blackcleave Cliffs into nothing. So, Jund? Jund is good against us. Hopefully, we can take them apart. Jeez. Welp. Yeah, that's the only conceivable correct choice. Enjoy your Ren and 6 opponent. You've earned it. How actually competitive do you think Lantern is? I don't know. I've been pleasantly surprised with the way that the Thopter Sword decks have been feeling. So I think some version of Lantern is probably playable just because people are so heavily skimping on artifact removal. But that said, one of the biggest differences is the fact... I shouldn't have played the land yet. Is the fact that... Pithing Needle's great, though. I think I'm taking Pithing Needle. Yeah, I am. Sorry. One of the big differences is the fact that when you're playing Thopter Foundry, you can attack down things like Planeswalkers. This deck has to rely on like finding its Pithing Needles and stuff like that in some matchups, and Thopter Foundry also gives you life gain. Thopter Foundry also gives you game against creature decks, so it's really... I think Lantern is a pretty tough sell, and I've always felt like it's worse than playing Thopter Foundry. But that doesn't mean you can't do it or you shouldn't do it. I just don't think it's as good. But people play bad decks all the time. I mean, my friend here plays Infect. I mean, what are you even doing with your life, you know? Okay, there's gonna be a Bloodbraid Elf here. What are you up to? Lightning Bolt on top. That's fine. So there will be a Bloodbraid. I guess actually it would have been more valuable to Bauble myself and then Codex Shredder myself if I didn't like the top, because we need to find a bridge relatively quickly. Oops, bolt. Well, that's going to hurt. Plus the bolt in their hand. All I'm hearing is run Thopter Sword in this deck. Well, so that was actually something I was thinking of. Like, we could run, like, blue-black Thopter Sword Lantern. Potentially with Luris or just with Emrys. So, lots of options. That's what part of what makes Magic so great. I don't love this, but it's probably the right thing to do. That's good. So we're at virtual. Did they have a land in there? Fuck, they did. All right, this is gonna hurt. We're gonna take 3, 4, and then 5. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're very close today. We're basically on bridge or bust. So we are playing 4 bridges. So just got to top deck one. We have Trophy for next turn to keep us alive, I think. Depending on how they attack or don't attack, as the case may be. Okay. I can't do everything that I need to do. Because I need to play Assassin's Trophy, and I need to also surgical them, and I'm going to die if I do both those things. Can this deck Karn? This one can't. The land count is way too low. I think it's possible there's a version that could. The version that Canister was playing of Whir Prison, before that stopped being a deck with Moxopal Band, was playing Narset and Karn. So, yeah, this just comes down to them. If they goof somehow, could potentially make it through this, but I don't think it's possible. No, we can't now. Because they have a lightning bolt in their hand that I can't do anything about. I miss Opal. I miss Opal too. I'm with you, Speeve. Okay. Yeah, we're just dead. Bring it back. It would be nice if we could bring it back. I am surprised that they hit so many things in that one ban, but okay. And the post-board game here is going to be worse, I think, for us. We do get Leyline, so hopefully it doesn't fail me again. I don't want Abrupt Decay. I probably want another Surgical, and I definitely want these Welding Jars. So Thoughtseize seems eh. Pithing Needle we definitely need here. Pyxis I don't necessarily need here. I'll go down one of those. I feel like Trophy's not that great here. Ghirapur Aether Grid's always getting boarded out, I think. It's just not all that relevant. It's kind of like, I think it's kind of supposed to be the 5th bridge, but I don't think it actually works like that. Do I actually want Surgical here? I don't know that I do. I don't think that I do. And then I think I'm pretty happy with how I'm set up. We haven't been able to make this work once, but I mean, we're only on the 3rd one. So I do like the fact that this can get me like welding jars and stuff. Alright, let's rock with this and try to mull to the ley line. And hopefully they don't bring in enchantment removal against us in the blind. I say blind because like I don't think a lot of people would have any idea of like what a lantern control deck would look like right now. Well, we have to mull this anyway. That's a leyline hand. So keep this ship, Simian Spirit Guide. It's a good hand, actually. Bonk. Okay. So they can't use discard on us, so I'm going to cast Lantern on turn 1, and we'll Inquisition on turn 2. Oh, that's... yeah, okay. Well, they can't hit me with it, So they can only... Oh my god. They're getting savaged by this Leyline. Oh, they can shuffle, but they will be savaged by this Leyline. Well, suppose this is a way to force them to shuffle. And then having another Inquisition on the top of our deck is not something that we need. Ashiok, Inquisition, Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's... nice hand. This just in, Leyline of Sanctity, a reasonable Magic the Gathering card against Jund. Just if you weren't aware. Shit. Shit. Alright, I gotta just Lantern that, right? Oh, I guess I could Ghost Quarter. This is probably... I'm flooded on lands. This is not a May, right? Oh, this is a May. I guess I could strip mine them first, and if they choose not to search, we Lantern them. Wow, that is a hand. Yeah. They did search. Beautiful. Got him. So one of the things I don't love about this deck is we're not playing a Crucible of Worlds, which I feel like we should be doing if we're going to play things like Ghost Quarter, but I don't know if that's actually necessary in any way. It's just something that, like, I feel like I'd be happier about. Wait, I know that they hadn't drawn anything relevant here. All right, well, from this point on, they're basically going to be able to play whatever they pick up. Unless they, like, shuffle now and draw a Bloodbraid Elf, but I wouldn't be able to Inquisition that anyway, so it's probably just better to get my hand empty. Barrenmore's a good pickup for them. Not a great pickup, but a good one. I wonder if they're Jund playing Blood Moon again. I hit that before at one point, and it was really fucked up. 3-drop artifact apart from Bridge are a liability in this deck. I mean, I agree with you, but there's a freaking Ghirapur Aether Grid. Like, Crucible is definitely better than that. You think Crucible would compensate enough? I mean, I think you could change the way that the mana base is built. Okay, so we've got a Scheming Symmetry on top, but I'm going to Ancient Stirrings past it. Because I'm just looking for a Mill Rock here. And then we get to set up... Well, that's unfortunate. Do I just want the land? No, the Bauble's probably better. Better with Bauble. Oh, we got Pyxis on top. Good. Good, 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 good. I like that. I like the Pyxis. I don't think the Grid's a good plan main deck. Yeah, but I also don't know what decks the Grid would be that particularly good against post-board, because we don't actually put that many artifacts to play. I think Crucible and Grid make a lot more sense as a sideboard, but I'm still unclear about whether or not it's worth. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. So they still... No, they cycled their Barrenmore already. They haven't picked up anything relevant yet, which is good. So we just need to keep them off of Assassin's Trophy. What? Must they... Oh, shit. I don't know when they picked that up. What happened to get prowess? Did we win? No, we got. I fucked up and I trophied. I mean, we were close to dead anyway, but I fucked up and I trophied. I trophied our own. Do I want to shuffle either of our libraries right now? Do I want to shuffle theirs? I guess Peatland is a redraw, but I'll just leave the Peatland on top. Sad punt. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, yeah. I trophied their mountain, which was next to their Blood Moon, because I'm a really good Magic the Gathering player. Okay, well. Play Pyxis. Let's just get the last relevant card out of their hand, I guess. Yeah, it was. It was certainly something. All right, so we're just gonna start exiling blindly every turn with Pyxis. Might as well. Our plan is to mill them. So, hey, you, join the Navy. Face down cards. Yep. Dang old yo, man. Dang old yo. Relevant cards. Yeah, buddy. Get in there. You get in there, Ensnaring Bridge. You sweet hunk of man. You sweet hunk of construction, you. Look at this. This thing is fine. Why build a bridge that needs to be guarded? I agree with Roy. Scoos. Yikes. That's slightly annoying. Not as annoying as I'm being to them, but slightly annoying. Love the text on bridge. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think the 7th edition bridge text is also really good. Shit. Yeah. That's gonna be stuck in my head or my hand for a little while. Oh, Ivan Netanyahu. Yeah, I got you. I've never seen it written out, I think. Ivan Netanyahu, yeah. Functioning on 3 different axes: the liminal, the subliminal, and the superliminal. Hey, you, join the Navy. Yeah, alright. That's a banger. That's what we like to see right there. Alright, we're up 6 cards on their library. Got my 2-liter bottle of Shasta and my All Rush mixtape. Let's do this thing. I do have a substantial Rush playlist. All Canadians are assigned such at birth. Especially the long-haired, bespectacled drummers. Definitely need to listen you to some Neil Peart. And then also find out that his name is pronounced Peart. Rush is hype. Rush is very good. Very, very good. One Little Victory is a bangin'-ass song that most people don't know exists. Okay. Why do they keep shocking? Do they just not care? Like, is it like a... Is this an Eminence front? Is this a put-on? Oh, now I'm gaining life? Oh, it's all over. It's all over, people! OB secretly cast a shadow. Oh, I've got a new soundbite that might be appropriate for what's going on here with this one. We're going to work here. More Goyf. Sure. Man, they've got a lot of damage. Shit, I clicked through my Pyxis window. Perfect. Perfect. Love that. White. These things. And then next turn we can Inventors Fair and get ourselves a second Welding Jar. And then that should be game. I guess we could just get a second bridge. I don't think it particularly matters which one we do. Welding Jar is free, though, so we could instantly play it. So depending on what we pick up on our next draw step, we'll make the decision at that time. Is Lantern greedy? Yes. I think so. Because there's 3 more Lanterns in my deck. I don't think I need to work hard to get to them. Okay, so this is going to be Kolaghan's Command. Maelstrom Pulse. Well, that lets me know do not, under any circumstances, get another bridge. Lantern Control was how I met Paul. Aw. Paul Zhu? Really? Was he playing Lantern Control? Oh god, they have a second... Have they been holding? Have they been sandbagging them? Okay, shit. Good. Okay. Paul Zhu was playing Lantern Control? That's so weird. That's crazy. You were on Merfolk. That's perfect. So we'll just go get a Welding Jar here. Excuse me? Oh, I don't have enough artifacts anymore. Yikes. We're on the highway to the danger zone. He taught me how Hellbent worked. What do you mean? Yeah. I just didn't realize they had knocked us down. Like, the ley lines are just sitting here being like, we're in your little zone here. We're just pretending to be artifacts. Ah, geez, man. Oh geez, it looks like your artifact count is just it's not happening, dude. It's just a little low. All right. Artifact. I mean, I'll take it. Not thrilled, but okay. I mean, I guess this is what we're in for. Thank you, Ryan Pencoast, for making these beautiful fields of tulips for me to stare at as I contemplate my theoretical doom. On the plus side, my opponent has great taste in basic lands. Like, absolute bangers. Like, look at these. Good job. Second Scoos, you got it. I have no creatures for you to take. No way it's more than one, right? Yeah. Mirage is amazing. Yeah, the Mirage lands are sick. Alright, well, hopefully they don't have a second Maelstrom Pulse. That would be truly unfortunate. We're getting close to being able to crack the Pyxis. And then we can put all permanent cards that were exiled with the Pyxis into play. Which is actually insane. I don't know if it's all that good. It's worth doing. We have... Oh, maybe we don't have another jar. Because we have been exiling cards from our own library. So... It's possible... Well, we'll have something to get, and I don't... I think it's worth doing. I think it's worth doing, and I think we'll have something to get. Yeah, we're playing Lantern. Playing Lantern up at speed. We got lucky. We still have the Welding Jar, so this should be game. What's up, Sheep's Lol? We are, in fact, playing Lantern Control. Some wonderful human being sent to me a black-green Lantern list, and it's actually working pretty well. I feel like since we're playing the ley lines, thanks for the follow, Miniature Catfish. Shit, I just clicked through my own stuff. For anyone who's aware, how's the deck been? Well, we're 1 for 1. We had a really messed up misplay against Mono Red Prowess, but they also had a kind of completely busted draw, so it really kind of was a 6 of one happening as the other situation. I'll also say, Roy, like, a perfect case in point of... uh-oh. No, this has got to be Trophy. Trophy A Bridge? That's fine. You have Maelstrom Pulse. You should probably shoot the Welding Jar here. Okay, we don't have any basics left. Let's look at what's in our deck, because then we can find out if we exile the Lantern. So, for example, I now know there's a Lantern under my Pyxis, which means I'm going to crack the Pyxis on the next turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. Or as soon as I have mana, I'm going to crack the Pyxis, because they also had a major misplay. They did do. Sure. Well, we'd be... What? Reverse engineer? Yeah, I got you. I think there should be a Crucible in this deck, because we just did a main phase Inventors Fair, and we could have gone and gotten a Crucible, and then played the Crucible and replayed the Inventors Fair. And, like, that's a more reasonable thing to have in our deck than the Aether Grid has ever looked like it would be. So I think that's all the proof that I need about that. Okay. This is okay, I guess. I mean, I'll hold on to it. It's probably shooting what? Raging Ravine, I guess? I don't know. I don't need to do anything with this right now. How bad would Ren be for us? So I tried doing that at first, playing like Whir Prison. It was like super awkward, but the deck I built was pretty ambitious. So if we're at that point in the game, why won't we have enough lands to just crack the Shredder? What? No, because Crucible plus Inventors Fair lets you repeatedly tutor. It's not. I don't. Same with Ghost Quarter plus Crucible. You get to... That's a draw. That's a good one right there. Ren 6 on top for opponent. That's fine. You can pick up lands. Do they have... They don't have their Baron War in their graveyard yet. I get that, but why do we need more than 2 tutors? What? We don't have to crack Pyxis anymore. No, we don't. I mean... We still can, but They are going to gain a shuffle effect every turn if they want it, but that's fine. I guess I could just trophy the Ren and 6 here. Actually, I probably should, because trophy's just Vindicate at this point, and this is actually adding to their strategy. Okay, so they crack the fetch land. Let's Pyxis in response. Oh, I don't really want to exile my Codex Shredder, so that's fine. They can shuffle. And then we're going to Vindicate their Assassin's Trophy. Or not. We're going to Assassin's Trophy their Ren and 6, which is a Vindicate. No, we don't have to crack Pyxis anymore. We're going to win this game with the Codex Shredder and the Pyxis. And there's a Liliana that we get to exile with the Pyxis after we draw, or a Codex Shredder. Cycles Barrenmore. All right, well, now we have to exile our Codex Shredder. So hopefully they don't hit a second. Yeah, okay. Let's hope they screw this up. Leyline of the Veil isn't a threat. Yes, it is. They make me sack half my board. I'm not going to be in a great place. Shit. Okay, we just died. Ult can't target. Fuck, you're right. I screwed up. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot that was a thing, and now we lost. Well, that's why you end up with these very niche scenarios in these kind of games. I think we're just dead. No, we're not going to die in the... Oh, maybe we will, because there's an artifact now. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Nope, we're going to go to 1. Okay. Well, here's hoping we can draw another bridge. Unless I can't count. I'm pretty sure I did. Wait, they can exile creatures from their own graveyard to pump their scoozes? Unless... No, they don't have any. Good luck. Thank you. No, did we die? Oh, it was 22. Shit. Alright, so we punted there and we died. Because I forgot that Leyline of the Veil's ultimate is a targeted. It's not just like your opponents or anything silly like that. Bridge or flipping the Pyxis. So that was just a huge misplay on my part. I just haven't played with Leyline against Liliana literally ever. I don't think I've ever played a Leyline of Sanctity deck, or if I have, I kind of hated it. But this one I like, so. We're getting warmed up. Basically, I'm just learning the interactions because it's a niche interaction that I'm very familiar with, yeah. I'm not a player that is able to walk into new play pattern situations and just be great at them. I mean, sometimes I get things quicker than I think, but... Oh, not in the deck if OP got it. That was on your Ren and 6 comment. Okay. Did you play Leylines in War Prison? I don't think so. Maybe in the sideboard. I didn't play a lot of War Prison, just a little bit. Whew. It's okay, we're learning stuff. We're learning through failure. All right, I'm going to fill up my water. I heard it. I heard it ding. I think I have to say, my favorite thing about that situation right there was the fact that I knew Liliana's ultimate was targeted when I played Veil of Summer in any deck. And I have repeatedly completely wrecked Jund players with Veil of Summer against their Liliana of the Veils. And yet, when I had something proactive like Leyline of the Void, I was just completely ignorant of that fact. No idea why my brain works that way, but that is how it be. Okay, so we're going to go Bauble Inquisition here. Looks like we're against blue-red prowess, so there's a good chance we can take away light up the stage on top. Sure. Good chance we're going to hit a Manamorphose and a Stormwing Entity will be stranded in their hand. Oh, or not. Top their deck to light up the stage. Their next turn is going to be attack for 1, light up the stage, then try to hit a land. I'm definitely taking the Swiss Spear over anything else. Am I? No, because they can't play the Swiss Spear unless they play it post-combat. Swiss Spear still represents the most damage. Like, by far. I love how my YouTube tries to autoplay Tool after listening to Rush. Yeah, I don't like Tool, and I like Rush, and I like Dream Theater, and people seem to believe that I should like Tool, and I just can't get into them ever. They're just, like, too fucked up and dark. I just don't appreciate the graphic nature of their music. Well, opponent is having issues finding their lands, so that might be our saving grace here. They have an opt in exile, they have an opt in hand, so we could Assassin's Trophy their Spire Bluff, because their deck doesn't play an island, which will have them in a spot where they just want to play like their listen to a lot sound over meaning. Yeah. I mean, I think I also listen to sound over meaning. I can't ignore the fact that it's like very in your face, that it's like, I don't know, just about fucked up shit. They have Mountain on top. Not for long, they don't. STP is the best. Sakura Tribe person. Alright, let's mill the land. Lavadart. Sure. So most likely their turn is going to be draw for turn, cast opt, looking for a land. Okay, so they got Manamorphose on top. They can opt past it. Okay. So, Scry Bottom. We should get to see what they draw here. If it's a land, we'll know right away, and then they'll play it. Fire Island on top, Fire Island drawn. Okay. Burst Lightning? Alright, well, I guess. Bring a mutagenic growth here? Just smash me? Yeah. 6. That's not too bad, actually. So growth is gone. They had a Burst Lightning. Top of their library is Fiery Islet, which I'm more than okay with them drawing. Aether Grid. I'm not really interested in that ever. So let's grab one of their bolts. Possibly both? Is Witchbane Orb or Orbs of Warding worth it to be one of the main? Yeah, that's the kind of card I'm thinking of right now. Like, I think I want a Orbs of Warding, potentially. It's so expensive. So, these are the same amount of damage right now, but Lavadart requires them to sacrifice a mountain that they don't have. So, let's just take that. I guess I could have just left up Trophy instead of pushing that Thoughtseize through. But I guess, yeah, Thoughtseizes we took 2, but they're not dealing 4 with the lightning bolt, so it's pretty worth. It's a 5-drop. I'm aware it's a 5-drop. I'm very much aware it's a 5-drop. It just seems like it would be pretty good in Modern right now. I mean, the real thing I think that might be worth doing is playing Thopter Sword with Chalice of the Void in the same deck. And just playing a bunch of 0s and no 1s, nothing on 1. So I feel like Chalice on 1 is really good right now. What do they have for 2? Oh, it's Manamorphose. Yikes. They're snowballing. They still have the Lavadart in their hand. They can't play this mountain, though. We're going to mill the Ghirapur Aether Grid before it goes to our turn. So we're going to take 8, and they could put us to 2. We'll see if they choose to do so. Doesn't look like it, but they can kill us next turn in theory. We'll stop them with the trophy, but still. All right. Now, ladies, yeah. No Ghirapur Aether Grid, please. Surgical Extraction is acceptable. Yeah, it's actually fine. Because we can go after their Lavadart. They have to play it in response with second surgical. They play both those opt. Yeah. And they have the mountain on top, which I don't. Oh, they can't. They can't flashback the Lavadart right now. So should I be grabbing something else? And then they play the mountain. They could sack the mountain. And then, yeah, so they've hit 2 lightning bolts. I think we're actually going to pass and see what's what. Because if they have something on top that, like the Lavadart, if they go to draw this, we hit the one in their graveyard, but then they've got the mountain to sack now. It's going to be a complicated little sequence, I think. So sacks the Fiery Islet to put Lavadart in their hand. So in response, we'll surgical the one in their graveyard. They can sacrifice this mountain to fizzle it. But I think that works out for us. I feel like just like the mill deck, this deck could benefit from splashing into blue for like Uro. And then if you're doing that, probably Emery. Okay. So that's gone now. Before they draw... So if we let them draw this Lavadart, they can cast it, we'll go to 2, and then we kill our Soulscry Mage. That's fine. Okay. Can't remember what the other card in their hand is, so if it's something relevant, we're just dead, but maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, we're dead. This is going to give them a mountain they can play and set. No, we're not. We're not. We got a 1. They can put us to 1. All right. So Spear on top. Yikes. Well, we're going to draw a surgical to beat that, but I can actually mill that before their turn. You want to draw that? Yeah, that's fine. I have surgical, and they have a Monastery Suspire in their graveyard. We milled Stormwing. I wish they had drawn that. Oh well. So we go, yeah, draw for our turn, then we surgical their Suspires. Which I guess is going to shuffle, so let's do it during their draw step. Okay. So they draw Steam Vents, and then we surgical Suspire. Shoop. Their hand is Swift Spear, Lavadart, and 2 lands. Perfect. Okay. Ah! I missed grabbing the other Swift Spears out of their deck because I was elated with surviving. I don't know the last time I've played Magic this badly. I really don't. It's kind of astounding. Okay, this is kind of nice because it's going to actually turn off their fiery eyelets this game if I am not a fool. Let's see if they want to draw their Storming Entity if they shuffle first. If I was them, I'd shuffle. And there they go. Hey, Storming Entity, still on top. Seems legit. Right. Yeah, they had that in their hand. Well, that's going to be a problem. For some reason, I forgot Storming Entity can be cast off of any spell and not just Manamorphose. So I was like, haha, it's stranded. No, it's not. Not even close. So we're going to be milling ourselves here because we need to find an answer for this. We have 2 more Assassin's Trophies, and you're having a rough night. I really am. It's been a long-ass day in which I didn't do that much, but the last 3 days at work were insane. So, the orbs. The spheres. Are they considering shocking here? I know the rest of their hand, right? It's a land? Dim orb, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're Codex Shreddering ourselves multiple times here. Let's see what we can do. Shred. Bridge. That's a banger. That's a banger. Hope he has 0 cards in hand. They do now, yeah. Oh, it was the steam vents with the trigger on the stack. Not the trigger. When you're choosing how you would like the replacement effect for steam vents to function, it is considered in the zone of your hand. Because it's not in play until you've chosen the replacement effect. I thought you milled that Storming Entity. No, they shuffled and they immediately put another Storming Entity on top. Makes sense. Yeah, so in Magic, things can only ever be in one zone. That's just the way the game works. And so if something has a replacement effect that's happening, once that replacement effect has happened, that card has changed zones. So before that replacement effect has been chosen, it's still in the other zone. So we're going to mill them here. They're going to cast Opt in response. I'm going to mill them again. They get a couple of shots at a burn spell here, almost anything of which can kill us. Yeah, we needed 2 Shredders here, and we do have the... Shit, I just clicked through. I just clicked through and killed myself. It's fine. They had a lightning bolt on top anyway. God bless it. I keep talking and losing the thread of what I'm doing, and I'm not familiar with the play patterns of this deck well enough to do it. And I do. It's like every game you could shuffle second bolt. It doesn't matter. The other one went in their hand because I let the opt resolve. All right. So we need that. We need this. We need these. We need these. Yeah. No, I'm just goofing up all over the place. And then the problem is the margin for, is this league or practice? Oh, this is a league. I always play leagues. I don't play practice lobby ever. I just find the level of competition that I've ever seen in the practice league is like very low. You're saying it didn't matter, we clicked go. No, it absolutely mattered. I'm saying it doesn't matter if we fixed it. We would have had to... Oh, yes. Yes, we would shred her into the second lightning bolt. We'd have to shred her again. And then we'd have to shuffle. Yeah, so we'd lose our lantern. We would be alive, but... Oh, we got a raid from Mike Debo. I think I'm happy to leave one Grafdigger's Cage in here. Hey, how's it going, Mike? We are having a time playing Lantern Control tonight. Where did that second thought... Oh, here it is. Good. Okay. Yeah, we're having a time trying to play Lantern Control tonight. I don't think I like these at all. I want to like them, but I don't think I do. We'll cut one Pithing Needle again. And then... Yeah, this deck is Not the same without Mox Opal. I will say that much. And it feels like the margin for error on every game is like absolutely microscopic. Like we don't have the ability to make any mistakes, and I have been, so we've just been dying brutally. Oh right, and we kind of want the Damping Spheres in this matchup too. So I think against their version of the deck where they have mutagenic growths, we'll take out the brutalities. I think Damping Sphere is actually more in the sideboard here for Tron matchups and things like that. Because I don't think Damping Sphere against this deck is actually that good. Might have to build this deck. I really love how it plays. Yeah, it's like super, super, super punishing. I mean, this is what it feels like to play a quote-unquote bad deck in Modern, I would say. Like anything where it's like, oh, it's got something neat. Yeah, Wet Ball looks like it's for Tron Storm. We're going to try it here, but possibly a misstep. We've got Leyline and stuff. It's not really a great hand, but it's got Leyline, so I want to keep it. And that forces me to play better is great. Yeah, I would love this normally, but I'm just tired, and it's just like, for some reason, it's very, very taxing. But after this, we're going to play the much easier to play Punishing Thieves and Legacy. So, you know, how does this deck close out games? Usually by milling. Usually you just mill your opponent out. Oh, I should have played Lantern. Oops. We'll just play 2. My deck dumps on this. What, mill? No, you're not Blitz. Mike, you stream is still on. I hope Strife heard that. I consider the Punishing Thieves easier to play because I've played it. And the deck is good in the meta it's in. This deck I have not played in this version, and it's not good in this meta. I'm not saying it's unplayable. I'm just saying it's not good. It's not demonstrably powerful. Like, red-green mid-range is super, super easy to play. Yeah, it usually wins by having your opponents concede, but when they don't, you mill them. And like our Jund matchup demonstrated, you can very easily fall over and die. Striflepile has Uro automatically good. Well, it has powerful cards in it, which this deck doesn't have like any powerful cards in it, right? Okay, that's kind of useful because it's going to help me get the second Leyline down. And then we're going to be in good shape for Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're going to shuffle our own library with one of these lanterns because I do not want to draw the third freaking Leyline. Definitely has the emotional satisfaction one gets from Grixis Sadness. Yes. Bridge is a powerful card. Agreed. But the thing is, there's so many decks that have outs for Bridge. I guess not in the main deck, which is usually... You're supposed to win a lot of game ones with a deck like this, but we haven't been so much. Okay, so this is going to be light up the stage. Pretty happy to have them draw a mountain. Would this deck be better if all the cards were different cards? Yeah, probably. So Leyline gives us hexproof, not Shroud, so we can still Lantern ourselves. So, okay, that is not another Leyline, thank goodness. It's actually a pretty ideal draw. Here we go, Bauble, Glimmervoid, Spirit Guide, Leyline. I think the Spirit Guides are really bad in this deck too, though. Exclusively played Jund, always had good matchups against Lantern, but that was back when I had Collector, oof. I just don't... The thing is, you usually play some number of copies of Kolaghan's Command, Assassin's Trophy, and Maelstrom Pulse like the last player did. Stiflepile is a meme. Doesn't even play Oko, and instead plays unplayable 3-drop walkers. Did you know it used to play Pulse of Murasa? That's when I started playing it, when I had Pulse of Murasa. Lanterns and Codex Shredders are cheap artifacts, so doesn't this deck want Urza, Emery, Uro? I think so. I think this deck might be better playing Bug. Bolt on top. That's fine. They seem to have a very creature-light draw, and then they miss their attack. Okay. Versus Storm, it's so hot. ANT. Wait, what? What did you put one of their things back in their hand? I can't imagine how that's actually like a good thing to be doing. Shit. You mess up their infernal tutors. Oh, yeah. I was like, what are you putting in their hand that they want out of their graveyard? But it's not that. It's the fact that when they infernal tutor, if they're not held, but that's really sick. Also can mess up threshold. Yeah, I think that's a lot more niche. It's a good line, though. So we're just in the bridge waiting room here. We could also draw, well, not draw. We could also flip over a Ancient Stirrings Blood Moon. Well, that's terrifying. Plays tap land. Okay, so we have one turn to avoid the Blood Moon. Great. Super. I guess we can just draw a bridge and then be fine. I got every Storm player with known pulse exactly one time. That's fair. That's fair. Had to dress up Pulse of Marasa because of that line. Nice. If we're that afraid, can't we make them shuffle? That's in their exile, Roy. It's in their exile from Light Up the Stage. And it was the second card from the top, so we had no out. We had no way to prevent it from happening. Yeah. I could shuffle myself here to try to hit a bridge faster, but I don't know. No. The bolt is on top. It says library, and over there it said exile. Poop soup. Agreed. Did they just shoot them? No, they shot the Swift Spear. I was like, did they finally figure it out? All right, so we draw this uncastable Inquisition. That's fun. And we're just basically dead. Once you make it Urza Lantern, you can cut the lanterns. Well, I wouldn't play Urza in Lantern Control. Ever. The more 3 and 4 drops you have, the worse the deck is. Okay, so they're going for 2 damage. I don't have any input on their turn. I don't know why I'm not just F6ing. No, I am. We're way up on clock on this opponent, so that's kind of nice. Got that going for me, which is nice. I mean, they have more uncastable cards in their deck than they did before now. Like, they have Ops and shit. Or is it still combos with Uros and Emrys? Yeah. Hey! Damping Sphere. Showing up. Dampened Spear is coming out to get turned up. Alright, they're going to draw an uncastable card. So, how many of the cards in their hand convert to 1 prowess trigger? That's the real question right now. Because I'm assuming they don't have any other creatures, they would have played them. Urza also combines well with Astrolabe. Well, if Astrolabe was legal in Modern, I wouldn't be playing this deck. Morphose. Yes, you are correct. They can Morphose into the Storming Entity. Thank you for robbing me of even more hope than I had. Hey, look. They had one. I could have been disappointed several seconds later. So, mutagenic 2, 3, so 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to 1 next turn at minimum. And they have Bedlam Reveler. We're just done here, I think. No, I don't think. I mean, we're just done here. Yep, just dead. Couldn't find the only card that matters. Hope is useless for all of your Dirtle decks. That is demonstrably untrue. Prophetic Prism is the exact same. Yo. Brutal. Well, there have been some games and matches that we've lost to punt, but that one was we just didn't have anything going. I want to help. No, I understand. You're great. You're a good human. You're doing the good stuff. Yeah, the biggest problem with Lantern right now seems to be it's just the velocity of it is just so pathetic compared to what it used to be. You used to be able to set up your prison on like turn 2. Like you could just get everything going that you wanted to. 3 at the latest. And this one is just, I don't know, it feels so chunky. Power shifting to flyers like Storming and the blue Sprite Dragon I can often block on the ground but not flying. That's on Jund, right? Yeah. The biggest problem with Lantern is not enough clocks. I disagree. It just feels like it's hard to get bridge down. People are killing you faster. And then there's decks that just don't care. But just sorting cards and went, wow, the black card Z section has a lot of cards. Zoff Shades and 10 zombie Goliaths later. I don't know Zoff Shade. Well, we had a sweet match 1 win. Let's try to win the 5th one, get our 50 play points back on this bad boy. Urza Lantern. That's still great. Gotta play some Urza Lantern. Zoff Shade. Oh my god, it's a real card. Holy crap. What the hell is that from? What is up, the evil honk? Alright. Alright, that's a keeper. Codex Shredder into Surgical. Got him. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for God? Should have played the fast land. Don't even care. I'm doing fantastic, the evil honk. I'm playing like garbage, but I'm clearly like super overexhausted. Horizon Canopy. So humans or druid. If it's druid, I definitely want to hold on to the surgical. So it looks like humans. Okay, that's fine. So in game 1, basically the only thing that's going to matter is going to be getting a bridge down, and I think what I want to do is play Codex Shredder, shred them twice, look at their hand with surgical, and then silent clear. Yikes. Check the parish. Let's play the stirrings. There's the bridge. Okay, and now we get surgical. Let's see what's up. Want to get in Modern because my dad plays Modern and I'd love to play with him in FNM, but I can't choose a deck. All the decks looks like so much fun. Well, that's because Modern is a truly fantastic format. And to that extent, so is Legacy. It's just a lot less tenable for most people. Their hand is Thalia's Lieutenant Mantis Rider, and their deck has... Does their deck have a single out for bridge? I'm going to assume no. No. There's 1 Deputy of Detention. Is that correct? Yeah, I think so. Anyone else? Anyone? No? Okay. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay. I'm going to take a picture. Sorry. Got to make sure we do all the things. Boop. All right. All right. You've got no draw steps to... No, they've got 1 draw step to pick it up. So because we have double Shredder here, so they have 1 unknown draw step. They're gonna, if they don't play Meddling Mage or... That's not Meddling Mage or Kitesail Freebooter. Preemptively, they have many more options, obviously, when they play Hierarch. Yeah. Well, Hierarch, yeah, we'll still be able to attack. Okay, I think because they did not draw Kitesail Freebooter or Meddling Mage that turn and play it, I'm going to play the Lantern here instead. Because this play bridge, we're not playing bridge because I have 2 of them, and now I have a lot more control. I'm not giving them another blind draw. So now I get to control what they're drawing instead of letting them draw blindly. If they have mage, we get hurt. They don't have mage. They can't have mage. I guess they could have. But I don't know why they wouldn't have played it if they know what we're doing. This is Mantis Rider. That's fine. So we're going to take 5 this turn, and then they're not going to be able to attack for a while. We'll mill the Hierarch at end of turn. I think they don't know what we're up to, which is fine. But okay, they have another one. Fairies and Tron. Oh, those are both good decks. I would say Tron is a lot easier to get going on. Fairies is, because it's a control deck and it's a blue-black tempo control deck, you're going to have to read your... They just had 3 Hierarchs in a row. Whatever. Okay, that's fine. You can draw that. So we have Codex Shredder plus Lantern right now. They reprinted all of Tron. Yeah, that is going to make it a lot cheaper, so it's a really good time to get into Tron. I would say if you do want to play a Tron deck, if you can handle playing E-Tron, I would highly recommend it. So many nobles, yeah. Oh, you want to draw the Meddling Mage? That's fine. I already have my bridge in play. The only thing I have to worry about is Deputy of Detention at this point. Half of Tron is Karn the Great Creator. The rest is like $100. You mean Karn Liberated, right? Or do you mean online? I don't like E-Tron. I like the big creatures more. Nice! Yeah, Green Tron is a really good deck to get started with. Online, it's super, super cheap. Sure? What are you going to name? Pyxis? Well, Pyxis would be funny, because then I'll have... they're trying to brick my cards in hand. Yep. Yield until next end step. Okay. I guess I could just mill myself. But I'm okay with drawing this because I have this to cast this turn, so it's fine. Just mill it with the Shredder. No, I'm okay with having it trapped. I only need to keep my hand on 1 card. So I think this is okay. Another Mantis Rider. Yep, all good. They don't have any extra redraws. If we ever hit a Pithing Needle, we hit their Horizon Canopies. It was free to untrap it, right? Shouldn't you hold a bridge? The Deputy doesn't get both of them. Yeah, but if I avoid the Deputy, then I'm fine. So because I was expecting their Meddling Mage to name Bridge, and then once it named Pyxis, I had to play the Bridge. A lot of people recommend Tron, but I feel like I haven't explored the decks enough yet to know. Yeah, one of the things I always recommend that people do is that you check out... Do I want to do this now? No, I just want to mill myself, because I don't need to Thoughtseize them. Ancient Stirrings is great. I'm rather bad at deciding. Well, if you can, what you can do is get a rental service online, or... Next, Codex Shredder is excellent. Print out proxies in paper, which involves having extra cards and sleeves, and then you can sleeve up decks and actually try them. So I can walk you through doing that. It's actually very straightforward. It's like if you follow the instructions I can give you and a friend. Yeah, I mean, but finding people to play Modern is not hard. He said his dad plays, right? So Aether Vial on top. We'll get moving with our mills here. Oh, they've got double canopy? Screw that. If you want this game to take a while, friend, I am ready. Let's see how efficient we can get at playing Lantern. Play Glimmervoid. Ghost Quarter on my top. Pass the turn. The more I use them, the more I believe your bear emotes are the most superior on Twitch. Well, thanks for the host, Giglio MTG. I assume you are here for the Lantern control, and we are in our final match trying to get a 2-3. Oh, it's Mr. Zarukai. So you guys must have been playing some kind of land destruction. Or Red Prison or whatever. Okay, opponent has 2 Horizon Canopies. We have 3 Codex Shredders and a Lantern, so you can draw that. You can draw that too. Do you want it? Do ya? Oh, we're playing Lantern. And we're not playing this Pyxis out because they have Meddling Mage. They just drew Reflector Mage off Reflector Mage. Thanks for the follow, Giglio MTG.
Before the start of the rainy season. And remember... a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
We're gonna play some Powerhouse here. Yeah, we're trying to get the 2-3. We're already 1-3. That's the reason why. Draw your Mantis Rider, nerd. Do it. You've wasted all your Horizon canopies. Like, actually all 4. So unless they have Waterlogged Groove, they're gonna be in a state. My opponent is definitely new to humans and definitely does not know how to play. Did you SS the list? I don't know what that means. Screenshot. Yes, you're right. Yes, it did. Yeah, they have a single Waterlogged Groove. So they can dance. They can dance in some small amount of water. Yeah, let's save target for now again. We've done the hard part. Yeah, exactly. We got all the losses out of the way. Phantasmal Image, no. Meddling Mage, that's fine. I don't care. I actually kind of care. We'll mill their Meddling Mage, and then this Assassin's Trophy can kill that Meddling Mage, and then General Kudrow. Yeah, that's fine. What is up, Ashiok? Sand Statue. Statue. Did you just say statute? Holy crap. Yeah, Kudrow only makes you sack creatures, so that's fine. They have to deal with their Aether Vial triggers every turn, so we're actually probably going to gain clock on them, which is funny. Phantasmal Image, yeah, that's fine. Do you like to play General Kudrow of Drannith and make it even harder for your creatures to attack? Because I'm down. I'm down, friendo. Bring on. Bring it on. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. All right, let's get them milled out of here. We only have to watch out for Deputy. There it is. Okay, game's over. We just mill them. We just go turbo mill them every single turn. Doesn't matter anymore. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe they have one more Noble Hierarch, but I really don't care. I mean, we'll hit it at some point. I'm at 13. They have 24 cards left in their library, maybe 23 now. And we have 4 mill effects. So they're going to deck out in 5 turns. So even if they draw the Hierarch in the 1 interim draw step, maybe we exile the last one. Maybe. No, I don't think so. We did not. But we got the game 1 here, so this is what we were looking for. And our opponent has decided to bleed nonstop clock, which is fine. They got Aether Vial on top? Yeah, sure. Who's the mill deck now, nerd? Yeah. If you are a single girl and also a gamer, please send me a direct message so I can get to know you. No, this is not a joke or a copy pasta. I'm generally looking to find someone who shares my passion. Ashiok. Ashiok. Roy, that's a real human. We know them. Get that timeout off there. Ashiok's good people. He's just a goofball. It's just a shit disturber. All right. I wish my sideboard was better for this matchup is all I could say. I don't know if I'm supposed to have surgicals here. Probably not. Ghirapur Aether Grid for the first time ever actually seems like a reasonable thing to leave in. I like all my discard. I guess we'll keep the Scheming Symmetries. Welding Jar is okay. Timeouts are fun. It's Friendly Fire. Oh, Ashiok's a huge pain in the ass. But oh, we have a Grafdigger's Cage in our main deck we can take out. Yeah, for sure. We definitely want the Pithing Needles because we need to get rid of their Aether Vials if we can. I don't think Leyline is worthwhile unless we see like Keswick Malcontents or something out of their sideboard or whatever. So I think this is good. I think we just have to kind of draw up our game like last time. We need to send Roy to Hoaglandia to get some proper mod training. I would have to resubscribe to have a sword. I just haven't watched Jeff in a while. Claim their vials for maximum gotcha. Yeah, I don't think so. It's hard being the shit disturber. You make it look easy though. I'm the shit disturber in your chat though. I come in and I give you shit for being such a meme. It's great. Can I keep this? Hell yeah. You were. I know I was. I was giving you so much shit for all your meme crap. I got timed out for looking for love. Were you looking for love or were you looking for lust? It's more that Hoagland has a very low tolerance for bullshit, and the mods are, generally speaking, well accustomed to that level of bullshit. Okay, so yeah, we're just casting Ancient Stirrings here. We have a bridge. We have an Assassin's Trophy to stop a Meddling Mage, and their hand has been slow. I don't need another land, so another Codex Shredder is fine. And so this turn we'll probably just play Shredder, and then yeah, we'll see. If it makes you feel better, my fiance isn't a gamer girl, and she's great. Oh, that's not fun. Still get to play our bridge on 4 though. And their clock is really not that quick here. Shag got weird right quick. It's alright. It's fine. It's not that bad. I think we'll be alright. I think we'll survive it. This is not the worst pickup in the world. I really hope their creatures get bigger. Because next turn we go down to 5. We're going to go to 7 cards and then 6, 5, 4. So it's about to send you to the Shadow Realm. Values of the 10. Yikes! But that's actually going to make this a 4. So we're close. I'll take 7. I'm technically on the Gamer Girl. On the other hand, you'll land in prison, kick W. See, that's the thing about Gamer Girls, is sometimes they be crazy. All right. Would I rather play... does it matter? I think I have to kill their Thalia. But if I kill their Thalia, I give... Oh, no, they don't. They won't get a land. They don't play more lands than that, I'm pretty sure. So, holy crap. All right, that was impressive, but don't do that again, or I will have Roy time you out, or I'll do it myself. So I think we have to kill their Thalia and hope that they don't have a second one. So if I go Simian Spirit Guide Bridge, then I have 4 cards in hand, which means they can't play any more creatures this turn. So if we go Trophy and then Bridge next turn, then if they play a... Okay, got it. Are you sure Ashiok's not a bot? No, I'm not. That's going to name Bridge, I guess? It's going to be really close. Do I want to buy some followers? No. It's not a bot, it's a popular streamer. Popular is stretching it. Okay. They chose Bridge. So I have to kill this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to 1? But if I kill this, then I can't... Oh, shit. What is the best way to deal with this? Infamous is probably like it. Yeah, I guess so. Trophy the Thalia, next turn, Trophy the Mage, and maybe? Alright, we'll see what happens. Good. Trophy the Thalia first. If we pick up a land, we might be okay. Ashiok is human. His head drum. What's Mage on right now? Ensnaring Bridge. Zach is more popular than you then. Oh. Yeah, I think we're just on the... We gotta rip a land. If we rip a land, we can go Trophy, play Bridge. That's not a land. Trophy doesn't save us. Grid doesn't save us. Being on the draw. got us killed, as usual. Let's look at this for just one more second. Yeah, we're done. All right. This deck really needs Fatal Push. Verily, we got yoked to the Shadow Realm. Yep. I think this deck really could use Fatal Push in the sideboard at minimum. But probably in the main deck, there's just so many aggressive decks around. Why no Whir? Because we're not playing blue. Deck could use a clock. Huh. I don't know if I've heard anyone bring that up before. Or an Urza. Yeah, well, Urza's just great. I love Urza. I'm gonna save my conclusions till the end, but Whir is gasoline. I agree. 8 rainbow lands is probably enough to run an Urza. Well, it definitely is. I mean, we cast multiple ley lines in this league. Is this a keep? Yeah, this is hella keep. So go turn 1 Lantern, turn 2 Inquisition Stirrings. Yeah, that's actually really good. Me tree, me spam, no oxygen, if ban. Okay. So Ancient Ziggurat on top. Only need 4 rainbow lands for an Urza. Technically, you only need 2, but you have to draw them. Phantasmal Image on top, okay. Largely not relevant. Do they have the Vial? Champion. Champion! Alright. So... Bridge on top. So actually don't need to cast this Ancient Stirring because the second bridge is probably something we want. Hand is... What? Hell yeah. This hand is bad. So we take Thalia's Lieutenant. They spend their next turn playing Phantasmal Image to hit me for 2. So actually we are going to play the Ancient Stir... No, we'll just play the second Lantern. Okay. So this game, I'm actually going to do... This game, I'm going to try to actually play this deck correctly and keep good track of their hand and stuff. So they just put Phantasmal Image into their hand. They have these cards. Knight of Autumn on top. But we have a second Lantern. So on our turn, we're going to Ancient Stirring, see if we can hit a Codex Shredder or something like that. They have Horizon Canopy. All right, if they sack the Canopy, we're going to Lantern them. Knight is problem. I agree. That's why we're going to actually try to play this game smart. If they're going to go as slow as it looks like they're going to go, though, I'm okay with that. Also, what they don't realize is we have double bridge. Playing smart, never heard of it. You play smart all the time. You just don't play decks that demand you to be smart, but you play well with the decks that you play mediocre. You play intelligently with decks that don't demand a huge amount of intelligence because Magic is a very complicated game at the baseline. And none of that is the way I would actually word it out if you gave me more time. That sounded incredibly douchey, and I'm not a fan of it. All right, so play the Stirrings. We just play the bridge. So if I play the bridge, they're just going to draw the Knight, cast the Knight, kill my bridge, and then we just play another bridge. It seems like a pretty okay sequence for us. And then on the next turn, we can just, cast a second bridge. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Because Knight is slow. It doesn't trigger Champion. It's like, this is all fine. Phantasmal Image. Yes. That is a point that I forgot about. Yeah. So they'll now be able to copy the... Yep. So I screwed up. Great. Ashiok mana symbol beef now. Yep. Made a mistake because I immediately... Do we even need to play a bridge? Did we even need to play a bridge? No, we didn't. I wasn't thinking of the They're not really threatening our life total. It's not. It was about the fact that I wanted. I'm pretty sure I talked through the line and I didn't extend it to the fact that now they can copy this. So I'm pretty sure I explained myself reasonably well on what I wanted to do and why I wanted to do it. And I just forgot the Phantasmal Image was going to be a problem. Yeah, we're not needling Knight of Autumn. It's okay. We have an extra pitch on top anyway. Okay, what we are going to do is Pithing Needle their Horizon Canopies. I guess I should actually just cast the second bridge. Shit. Nope, I said we were going to play this one better, and I'm just fucking it up all over the place. It's okay. It's going to be fine. It's not like we needed to win this one to win the match. Yes, we did. Okay, this is their hand. They're probably just going to smash us this turn. Some Ashiok level plays, I agree. But I've played a bunch of E-Tron in that one day for the Mana Traders thing, and like that deck is very powerful and forgiving. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some incredible lines you could take with it. But it's hard to stay away from it. Yeah. So I play the bridge, they Phantasmal Image their knight. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we play a bridge the next turn, and we be alive. I think that's how this is going to work. Can Ancient Stirrings now and hope that I hit a land? I don't really need to do that, but I don't need to not do that and just punt and get myself killed. I don't know. Let's punt and get myself killed. We made it. We got there. Okay. Inventors Fair. So yeah, Academy Ruin seems good, right? Because I can just start rebuilding bridges. Okay. Fair? Why are you screaming fair at me? For the life gain? Against the Noble Hierarch that they're going to be able to cast? Yep. Thanks. Thank you, Roy. Thank you for poking with your niche rules knowledge that you know you know about. I'm going to take 8, and then we're going to be under threat of the Hierarch. We're going to be at 3 or lower. They can draw this and cast it and cast the Hierarch. No, we're just... No, but if they do that, they can't get the Phantasmal Image in. They have to get the image in. Yeah. Last card in hand is Image. So we're going to go to 3, and then we're going to be on a 3-turn clock. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you can't play the card off the top of your deck, friend. We should have shown them more appreciation? What? Don't worry. Maybe we'll draw Sylvan Scrying and get the fair that way. It's possible. It's possible. I would have shuffled their library when we saw that on top. I'm going to be honest with you. I completely agree with you in retrospect. I think we could have played this a lot better than we did. I specifically said I was going to play this better, and then I completely didn't. And this has been the pattern of the evening. So it's where we're at. It's okay. We got a trophy on top. That's going to kill their Hierarch. Better lucky than good. That's all I gotta say about it. That's all I have to say about that. I suppose you got a Smarty Pants, Lantern reason not to. Nope. Nope, just baddie. Oh, second hierarch. Sick. Wonderful. Wait, this means I'm dead. Holy shit. Alright. Well, that was incredibly unlucky. I think the deck is too knowledge, skill, and practice intensive. Just play better when you say you will. Yeah. I mean, you say that, but I mean, I know me. I know me, and I know that I could have had... Like, I've navigated more difficult decisions than this. So, we're not actually dead yet, but it's... I think I need to peel a second trophy or a second removal spell immediately, which means I'm going to have to lantern myself. So what we can do here is just hold the trophy, let them go to combat. When they attack with one hierarch, we kill it, and then I have to find another out. We can quarter ourselves. Yeah, and we can lantern ourselves. Like, we have options. Jesus flipping flip. I'm glad I'm going to make them shuffle, but, like, holy gosh darn. I do have a decent amount of faith in you. Yeah. Oof. Collector oof? Yeah, no. Green, black. Kill it. Comball. Jesus. Alright, well, if we weren't on the one outer already... Alright, lantern myself. Stirrings. I don't think Stirrings will do it. That's not what I want. I want this. Nope. Stirrings doesn't do it. Sunday fun day, have a fantastic stream, and even better day. Hey, it's that person who shows up and says that same thing every time. Like a walking, talking copy pasta. Alright, so we're gonna shoot our swamp. We still have a forest in our deck, we just saw it on top. Yeah. No, we already talked about it. We are definitely doing that. Hello? What? Hello? This is my library. Alright, hold on. We're going to kick Magic Online. There's no belief, only sadness. Yeah. Well, we'll get to file for comp if nothing else. So, I mean, it could be worse. The best deck a bad deck can have. Yeah. I guess so. How does Fair get us out of this, by the way? It's too late for Fair. What is up, Leviathan 102? What's up, dog? MTGO trying to do you solid. I agree. Yeah, we do have a good amount of viewers. We got 2 or 3 raids. Ah, there we go. Very, very good. Thank you, deck. Yeah, it's too late for Inventors Fair. Inventors Fair won't gain us the... Like, we're at 1 already, the problem. Yeah, I screwed up earlier when I didn't take the Inventors Fair. I took the Academy Ruins because I was worried about them destroying my bridges again, even though we had enough bridges. So, yes, a million times over, we could have done better this league if I hadn't been playing like hot garbage. Please, Magic Online. Please chill the hell out. Get your shit together. Can I choose this yet? Alright. Top card of my library is Codex Shredder. So now we're at the point where we just have to lantern ourselves and blind draw. Fun. Love it. Still a potato, got it. Nope. So did we learn things this league? Yes, we did. So it was worth playing, in fact. They won't see the line of attack with Hierarch when they've been attacking with Hierarch? Grid was in our deck, yeah. Grid wasn't out. We had more Assassin's Trophies. We had more outs. Not a lot, but we had more outs. Yeah, so what do we do here? What are we doing here? So I think the Simian Spirit Guides are bad. I think the Ghirapur Aether Grid is unnecessary. We didn't Scheming Symmetry ever, and it was stuck in our hand a couple times, like being uncastable. So I think that's just too cute. So with these things out, I do like a lot of this though. This all felt pretty good. I think it's possible we want a Crucible of Worlds, maybe some Emeries, but maybe not. Generally, I think that this package of cards right here. So we've got 12 cards in our engine here, and we can even shave a Pyxis for sure. Because 11 is the number that I... sorry, the Grafdigger's Cage. 10? Is 10 right? 4 Lanterns, 1 Pyxis, 1 Bell. Yeah. This is what I'm used to seeing for Lantern control decks. So I think if we shave down to this, and then I think the Grafdigger's Cage is fine, the Pithing Needles are fine, Mishra's Bauble is okay, of course. I think blue makes a huge difference. Missing it hurts. I agree. Throw in runners just for giggles. No. I'm pretty sure we're adding Emery's. I don't think you play Whir and Ancient Stirrings in this deck. The Whir prison decks did both, but I think that if we want to play this deck as is Emery and maybe add Witching Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of considerations, but I think I would shave down to here because this seemed pretty good. If you're going to play Whir, you don't play Ancient Stirrings. But if you're not playing Ancient Stirrings, you probably don't play the Assassin's Trophies, which is fine, and you just become like blue-black Lantern with Whir, and yeah, maybe that's a good place to be. But at that point, it's one of those tricky things where you're like, well, why are you not playing Thopter Sword? I also think that maybe Kaya Orzhov Usurper was something that was played in the Abzan version of this deck that I knew, and Kaya has a downtick that exiles non-land permanents with CMC 1 or less, which is really okay against the Prowess deck. Plus, she pluses to exile cards from their graveyard, and you gain life if at least one of them was a creature. So maybe we try something with the Kayas in here, which means we get to stay in like Abzan. Add Song Creation to always have an empty hand for bridge. Bottled Cloister is better for that. Something to mill them faster useful. No, I don't think so. I think we just need to stay alive. I think this is the direction I'd be interested in taking this. I do like the trophies. I like the Ghost Quarters, but I'd like them a lot more if there was a Crucible of Worlds. So I want a Crucible in here. And then some Fatal Pushes somewhere in the 75 Karn. So Karn is really expensive. You need to be less lean if you want to play Karn and up your land count by a bunch, and maybe that's better. The problem with adding Karn is that Karn just makes you want to play Etron. And I think we're more aggressive than that deck. Add Ancient Crab as a win condition. I don't get the fullness of your joke. Oh, got it. No. I'd rather have, what is it, Prodigal Pyromancer? If Lantern is better than the old Whir decks that won with Ibn Rivulet. Yeah, because I tried playing one of those and it was god-awful. But maybe there is a new version of Whir Prison. So both of these decks are just very different, and since losing the powerful card that was Mox Opal. Anyway, hopefully this was a reasonable learning experience for anyone who watched it. I will say I did play this very poorly, and with better play, this could have been more like a 3-2. Obviously not necessarily, because some of the places where we made egregious misplays were already in a tight spot. So this deck is like really hard to be playing right now, but I think it's possible. It's okay. Yeah, and I think this is definitely something I'd be interested in playing more of. Kira Companion. If I wanted to play a companion, like, I first of all, I hate playing companions like that, where it's just like, oh, I'm just playing it as a 3-2. Like, I have no synergy with it. In this deck, I'd rather play Gigantha, I guess. See you, Jigglia. If I just want some stupid... Is there some infinite combo to add to this deck? No, but you could play Thopter Sword as well as Lantern Control. You could do a split deck. Because I think that's what the Lantern Control deck I played before was like. Let's take a look-see on my YouTube. So for anyone who hasn't been down to Zach Ryle on YouTube, let's go look at my Lantern Control list from before and see what it looked like. Because it was... it's actually one of my more popular recent videos. Let's see. There you are. And when you do look at my video, you can go down to the show more and you'll get the deck list as well as a link to the Stream Decker. So this one had Emery. This one had 2 Spirit Guides as well, which I wasn't a huge fan of. Yeah, so 3 Sword, 3 Thopter Foundry. So this deck was playing Thopter Sword as well as Emery. And I think I liked this deck better. Even though, again, we goofed a whole bunch while playing it. This one was also playing Whir. So this one is probably the direction I would be more interested in playing right now. Although, I like the one we were playing today because it was like more purely Lantern Control, and I kind of like that. So if you wanted to keep playing this deck, I would recommend trying something like Kaya, or I'm not sure what else. Definitely throwing the monkeys in the garbage. They were useless. It certainly felt like it. I'm sure there are some hands where they work out. But yeah. Fatal Push. Yeah, Fatal Push would be good. Definitely be fine. And then I don't know what other kind of synergy pieces. I need to think about it. But for anyone who is watching that, there you go. All done with that one. But stick around because we're going to play some Legacy in just a moment. We're going to finish up my league with Strifopile and then maybe play a chunk of another one. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to throw this on screen. I'm just throwing up my idle screen so that I have an easier time editing the stream down into the YouTube video at the end of tonight. So give me 1 second. And we're just going to chill out with some tunes and play some Legacy Strifopile. Punishing Thieves for anyone who wants the more official archetype name. Or Strifo had a goofy name for it where it was like something Snorion, because it's a snow deck with Urion.